The new All-Star program is here in MLB The Show 22, and in today's video, we are going to be going over the quickest way to get through this program, and you can make a ton of stubs off these bad boys. I made about 600,000 stubs alone selling some of these All-Star cards yesterday from the program. I'm going to go through buy back way cheaper here in just a couple days as more people get to them, and there is so many packs, stubs, cards. Super rewarding program here you want to get through quickly. This is the video for you. Let's hop in and chat about what my process is. As you can see, you're already at 215,000 XP so far in just that first day. I haven't actually gotten able to play any today. Just through that first day of the program, we got 215K. Already unlocked a ton of these guys from the program as well. About to pick up my next one here from the NL Central. Still selling for 37,000 stubs or so. So there's still some stubs here. I mean, even these 48,000 stubs, if you're trying to complete other collections, you can make a ton of stubs from this. Not to mention, we're going to come in here, start getting these balling out of control packs. More of these choice packs. So many stubs in here. You want to be well on your way to getting to this million XP, and you just got another 21 days or so to do it. 3-week long program, so it's a pretty quick one. Let's talk about what I'm doing out the gate first. You kind of just want to build a little bit of a base. So obviously do your daily moments. There's going to be 1,500 stubs a piece. I do recommend doing the exchanges. 50,000 exchange points, one per division. This is going to be 30,000 XP out the gate. And I believe it takes around 3574 overall bronze cards to complete a singular division. You can get those at 25 subs a piece. So it ends up being pretty cost-effective way to come in and get some really quick XP. Not to mention, if you already have some duplicates hiding around in your inventory, silvers, bronzes, commons, whatever, you can just exchange those. If you need to pick up a couple more 74s, you can get those really easily at 25. Go on the app, just go in, place a bunch of orders for 25 stubs a piece on those 74s. You're going to come in and you're going to get these done relatively quickly, cost effectively enough to where you can make those stubs back by selling some of the rewards. And so you're not losing stubs. You're actually making stubs by getting that 30,000 XP quicker. Then after that, so we have our exchanges done. That's 30,000 XP. Then we're going to come in with our moments. There is one for every player in this program, 1,500 XP a piece. That's another 45,000 XP. Plus our exchanges. That alone right there is getting us to 70,000+ XP, which we can see out the gate very quickly here. Just through a couple moments in that exchange, 70,000 XP out the gate. We haven't quite gotten to this first NL West choice pack at 100K, but we're very close. And most importantly, we've unlocked some of these legends and flashbacks. Our NL legends and flashbacks here. These cards are pretty good as it is. Some really fun cards, but we need to be unlocking these cards so that we can utilize them in the conquest map. So we're going to come in, we're getting a couple of these packs, enough to where we can probably fill out relatively close to a full team of these AL and NL legends and flashbacks. From that point, we're then going to hop into the conquest map here. This is what the conquest map looks like. Now, do know you do have to take the Mets on the first turn. So definitely just come right in here, beeline it straight for the Mets, just like I'm doing here. I've already completed the map, so I don't need to actually do this again. But if you beeline it straight to the Mets like this, hopefully we can win a simulation. We do. We can come in there. We can play this game on veteran still and knock out that very first mission that we get. That way we don't have to worry about capturing the Mets stronghold there on that first turn. But do know that that is there. Not too big of a conquest either, just 6 games total. That's going to get you another 30,000 XP. But more importantly than that, we're going to have those legends and flashbacks in our lineup while we're doing so. We see the week 1 missions. You're getting 2,000 XP on each of these for getting between 500 player XP for pitchers or 300 player XP for position players. So really easy to track with pitchers. You get that card parallel 1, you're done using that card. On the position players, a little bit more difficult to track, but if you get them parallel 1, you'll know you have more than enough player XP. You're needing 300 player XP on those. And again, we have 30 of these cards, 2,000 player XP each. You can see I have Kevin Biggio done. We got Dan Vogelbach done. Conforto's done. Tyler Clippard I finished. Mark Pryor I finished up. Luis Urias we got done. Upton, Arenado we're closing in on. Those are 2,000 XP every single time I do one of those. That's another 60,000 XP. So in theory, right, if you finish our exchanges, we're at 30K. We have our moments. That's another 45 up to 75. We do our conquest. That's another 30K right there. We're up to 105,000 XP. And then our legend and flashback missions, we're getting another 60K on top of that. We're closing in all of a sudden on 200,000 XP, and we've gotten already out the gate. That's definitely something that's attainable in 1 to 2 days. 1 choice pack, 2 choice packs, 3, 4, 5, 6 choice packs, and a 1 from every division. We've already gotten all of our first 6 choice packs from every division just by coming in here and knocking this out. Especially with a 21-day program, we need to be efficient with how we earn XP. We need to make sure that we're being smart with our time spent. And so in this case, that means we got to focus on these legends and flashback missions. We got to knock out 2 birds with 1 stone. We're knocking these bad boys out while also doing the conquest. Now, the conquest is only 6 games. There's going to be a lot of player XP you're going to need past completing this conquest. So at that point, what should be your plan of attack? What should you be doing then? There's a couple options you can do out the gate. I think I would recommend mini seasons. There's a couple different approaches you could do. If we look at the missions, obviously you could come in. We all know the popularity of the single game, 10 or more runs. You get the headliner choice pack set 10. Now, of course, if you're on next gen, you have the max elevation stadium downloaded. You're playing at home. You choose that stadium. You play on rookie. Not only are you going to be able to score a lot of runs because, you know, max elevation stadium on rookie. Hopefully you're hitting that 10 runs in a game. That's going to give you more player XP with those position players because you're scoring more and hitting those home runs with them. In addition to that, you're going to get gameplay XP as well. I can generally get about 2,000 to 3,000 in gameplay XP per game when doing this 10-run mission. And then we're getting an additional 2,500 XP every time we complete that 10 runs in one game. 1,500 subs, plus, of course, our headliner choice pack set 10. So you can see how that adds up really, really quickly. If every few games we're able to get a couple of those legend flashback missions done, boom, that's 2,000 XP that's adding up. Every time we score 10 runs in a single game on mini season, that's going to be another 2,500 XP that's adding up, plus our stubs and our choice pack as well. All of a sudden, we can easily be closing in on 300,000 to 400,000 XP, and that's not without additional conquest maps, showdown, missions, moments, etc. That is my favorite approach right now. Now, if you don't want to do the in a single game score 10 or more runs, even just coming in and playing mini seasons can be super rewarding. I try to focus on doing some of these if you can. When a game will on legend difficulty, maybe a little bit harder, but hey, 4,000 XP for that one. In a single season, 50 strikeouts with NL League pitchers, American League players, 25 extra base hits, defensive assists, 10 more runs in a game, 15 home runs, monthly awards players. All this XP is going to add up relatively quickly over time. Much less you come in here, you win the championship, 5,000, semifinals is 9, and then making the playoffs is another 4. That gets us up to 13,000 total. That's a pretty solid XP reward on top of all the gameplay XP and additional missions that we're going to complete while knocking out those player XP missions. So I am a huge fan of the mini seasons grind for XP. I think it's one of the best options and best ways to go about it right now. Personally, for me, I'm restarting every time after that 10-run mission because I think that's the most rewarding way to go about it. But again, you definitely have the ability to just keep going through the mini seasons, playing these. Super rewarding out the gate. And again, you're knocking those things out. You get those missions done. You're easily closing in on 300,000 player XP. You're easily closing in on 300,000 XP before they even start releasing any significant XP methods. You know, showdowns, more conquests, more missions, collections. Don't even have any of those in a 20-day program. Certainly going to be coming out with a lot more XP ways. But again, we can see the prices of some of these cards. Again, you know, we'll take a look at the NL Central right here. 36,000 stubs a piece on those. Then Elise guys, 44,000 subs a piece, and that's just straight on the sell. Now you get 18 of these. You sell those for 30,000 stubs a piece. That is quite a big stub haul if you're trying to get Randy Johnson done. George Brett still working for those. Obviously, you got to make the sacrifice of losing out on those cards, but those stubs can be super valuable if you're not going to be utilizing some of these cards in your lineup to begin with. Now, of course, if you want to get some online playing as well and you haven't done the BR program, the new one with Mullins that came out not too long ago, or the current event that just came out with this new program, those are both very rewarding as well. We'll come in here, take a look at the BR program. We're going to get a lot of XP throughout this program as we're going along. I mean, we can see each of 5 points that we're getting once we get into it is getting us 2,500 XP a piece. 5k. I mean, this is 20k XP right here, just getting the 90, 95, and then the 100 point. Another 20k XP, not to mention all of our 2500 XP dumps as we're going along as well. So haven't done your BR program, definitely recommend doing that. Same if we come in here to the event. It's not much, but the 500, 15, 2000, 2000, 1500, this XP little dumps that we're getting, 5,000 XP as we get to the end here for 50 wins. Those are going to add up relatively quickly, so definitely don't overlook those as a solid XP method as well. Game's very rewarding just for coming in and playing this games. Better yet, in the event, you can throw in some of those player XP mission cards as well. Moonshot event should be able to hit relatively well with them still. So that's what I got. That is my method for this program. We got to work smarter, not harder. Be efficient with our time, especially you're working full time. You don't have as much time to play. We want to be efficient, knock out multiple birds with one stone, get those missions done where we're doing conquest, mini seasons, events, etc., etc. Gotta be efficient with our time to capitalize the most on it and be well on our way to getting that 1 million XP in this all-star game program, unlocking those balling out of control packs with. If y'all got those during the last flash sale, y'all know how insane those can be. I saw people pull multiple 90+ live series diamonds from one balling out of control pack. Those are absolutely juiced. I got to get my hands on those bad boys. As always, y'all enjoyed this video. Definitely be sure to leave a like and subscribe. Until next time, I'll catch y'all around.